All right. Hi. Hi, Stephen. It's JC with Route for Me. Uh, um, good to talk to you again. I understand you have some questions about Route for Me. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, JC. Thank you for meeting with me. Yeah, I have one primary question that I'm kind of battling right now. I'm trying to look into new software, and I currently have five drivers, and I know
Okay.
I'm growing, but I don't know if I can handle my current growth with those five drivers. It kind of scares me to hire any more drivers and experience those additional costs. And I'm just worried it might bankrupt my company if my sales slow down. So I was really hoping to see if you had some suggestions and some information for me on that.
Yeah, absolutely. We can definitely help you with that. Have you planned any routes in the system yet? Have you tested out the system? I was under
Um,
the impression you planned a few routes already.
yeah, I played around with it a little bit, definitely.
Okay, excellent. So let me go ahead and go into the account and see what you did so far. Give me one second. All right. So it looks like you planned two routes. Looks like one of them is the way you are used to running things, and then the optimized route.
Yep.
So you're basically comparing those two routes. All right. So um, the way Route for Me works is it helps you with information. It gives you the right tools to understand what's going on in your business or your daily deliveries or your daily routes, and it helps you be more um, organized and informed towards the new decisions, like hiring a new driver. I understand that could be very risky towards this current economy, and you want to make sure that your business is profitable at all times. So one of the functionalities that Route for Me offers is, comparing your old routes to your new routes. Then also, when planning a new route, the system gives you a functionality called multiple drivers. Let me show you that real quick. When you go to plan a new route, or when you're planning a route um, from your address book or your customer database within Route for Me, um, you will find within the settings of the route an optimization button. This optimization button, it's what makes everything happen within Route for Me. You can plan a single driver route, you can do multiple drivers route, you can do a balanced team route. Now, all these options are very important, but the most important one, especially when making a decision whether you want to hire a new driver or not, it's the multiple drivers tool. This option allows you to basically upload your list of addresses, the ones that you need to optimize for the day, and it allows you to tell the system how many drivers you have available. In this case, since you have five drivers, you can tell the system, well, I have five drivers. Then the next restriction that we'll put in on a route, just to determine how many drivers you actually need, will be the duration of each route. How many hours do you want the drivers to work? Will they generally work 8 hours a day?
Yep, they usually work 8.
Okay. So by doing this type of restriction right here, the system will know what we're working with. And then, if possible, the system will try to keep the routes under 8 hours and a maximum of 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
The result of this, the result of this optimization um, will be five routes. Very well, could be five routes, and that means that you're running your business at a maximum capacity, and it's okay. Um, the result can also be three routes or two routes. That's the system telling you you don't need five drivers. You can do it with two or three. You follow me?
Yep, definitely, that makes
Okay.
sense.
There's another result, okay, which is the other way around, where the system will plan you five routes and an additional list of unrouted destinations, okay, which means that you either need more time during the route or another driver. You see what the system did right there?
Yep.
At that point, the system is helping you, giving you the right information to make a decision whether you need to save money on payroll or it's time to get a new driver. And that may very well be the solution for that day, but not necessarily for all days. So as your business progresses and you start using Raw4Me on a daily basis, you'll start realizing that you run into that situation every day where you need another driver, you need another driver. Then at that point, you know exactly that it's time to grow. It's time to expand. It's time to bring in a new guy. But you don't have to you don't have to go into that uncertainty of maybe I need to bring in 2 or 3 or 5. No, you know exactly how many guys, how many new drivers you need, and you go into that with an informed decision. Then again, when you compare your routes, let's go back to the routes you planned originally. When you compare your routes by going into the routes list and selecting them, you go to File and you compare selected routes. Now, this is a good example right here of what's going on with your routes. We have the optimized route on the left, the old route on the right, and you can see the estimated distance between both of them. The way you used to run it and the way Raw4Me is telling you to run it is saving you 4 miles. Imagine the impact 4 miles will have throughout the month on each route that you run. At this point, the system might be actually telling you, you don't need to hire another driver. Don't worry about that because the business is not at that point yet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely see how this could be helpful in determining if I need another driver or, and it just shows me all the information here, which is great.
Fantastic. So, is there any other questions that you would like to go over at this point, Stephen?
I think you've covered mostly all of them. I'm just
Fantastic.
kind of looking over the sheet right now, and it looks like that's gonna have everything we need. I was curious about wait time. Sometimes my drivers stop for a couple minutes, and I like them to not stop more than 5 minutes. So how does wait times work?
The wait time is a result of estimation of driving time. Okay, the wait time will help you determine whether the driver needs to go to point B before hitting point C. So the best example I like to use is, imagine if you have 2 destinations. You're point A, you got point B, and you got point C. Point C, it's 10 minutes away. Point B, it's 30 minutes away. So, but point C you can visit at 9 a.m. It's 8:30 right now, and point B it's open. You can visit point B between 8 and 11 a.m. Okay, so the wait time will say, I have enough time. The system will automatically calculate and say, you have enough time to go to point B after visiting point C. And this is the system calculating, this is what the system is doing before presenting the optimization. The system will say, wait for 30 minutes to hit 9 a.m., then you'll visit this guy, which is 10 minutes away, going into point C, and then after you're done with that, you have enough time to get to point B and be within the time frame you have to visit point B. That's the way it works as a waiting time. Waiting time also will help you save gas, so the drivers are not going back and forward just because they have to visit stops constantly. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That seems like that could really help save us some time. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. In fact, you can see the difference between those 2 routes 20 minutes on the total time. The estimated travel time will save you 10 minutes. The service times, you can see how the service times can be reduced by about, what is that, an hour almost. And, if you were to add this information, the rates, the profit per mile, and all those variables into your analytics section under cost, you can see this this fields moving to help you determine whether your routes are being more profitable, or if you're losing money by running the routes the way you're doing it right now. Okay.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, that will definitely help me to determine if I need that sixth driver or not. So far, it looks like
Absolutely.
once everything, after everything's optimized, it looks like it is saving me some time. But once I put in my full route information, I think it's going to show me that I need that other driver.
Excellent. So, Stephen, is there anything else you would like to go over?
Nope, that should do it. I think you covered everything I
Fantastic.
needed.
Fantastic. So let's go ahead and complete your trial runs, and then we'll get you signed up and moving forward with your business, okay?
Awesome. Thank you, JC, for meeting with me today.
Hey, anytime. We'll talk soon, Stephen. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.